So this is part 2. I've done my summertime glowy skin, shimmery skin. So watch part 1 to see how I did that and see me waffling on. I'm going to talk to you now about eyebrows. A couple of people have asked me, Kirsty Bell and Faye Eyebrow have asked about eyebrows. Eyebrows completely frame your face. They're so important. If you were silly like me and in your teens you over plucked, which is what I did, then you'll have tiny little eyebrows like this. So it's important to define them. If you've got gorgeous big luscious eyebrows, then you could pretty much just brush them through with one of these. Are amazing. So it's like a mascara wand on one end and then a really hard stipple sort of brush angled on one end. So you could use that eyeshadow and just so you would comb all your eyebrows through, make sure that there's no foundation in them, and then you would get an eyeshadow. So, you know, for me it would be that sort of colour, and just use that to go through the eyebrows just to fill in any gaps. Even if you've got big luscious eyebrows, there can still be gaps and they still might need a bit of defining at the end, so something like this would be perfect. MAC do this. I've got to stop saying it's so annoying. MAC do these. It's called Velux Brow Liner, so that it's got pencil at one end and the mascara wand bit at the other. They also do their little thin, it's just called Eyebrows. It's a little crayon and you sort of twist it up. This is what I love for my brides. They do a few different colours. They've got lingering, or fling is a really great one for blondes. It's really, people think just because they're blonde they've got fair eye, they don't want it to look too dark. You don't have to use browns and things. You can buy blonde eyebrow pencils. So Fling by MAC is a really great one. Obviously I've got darker hair, dark eyebrows, so I would use the Rimmel ones. I love them. They're cheap. I've been using them since I was about 13 years old. So it's got the little thing on the end. So I'm going to show you, try and do this quite close so you can really see what I'm doing. So you want the thickest part to be here. You want to follow your natural eyebrow shape. Okay. So I'm doing little strokes. I'm not just, well, I will in a minute, but at this point you want to just be doing little strokes. And if you've got one of those thin MAC ones, they're really thin on the end, so you can actually do little hair strokes. It looks so natural. So I'm just filling this in. So I always try and draw mine on a little bit bigger because I've literally got no eyebrows. It's terrifying at this point, but I promise you it'll look better in a minute. So a lot thicker on this bit, and you can use this to just blend this area here. And that immediately softens it. Now you want to do the line. So you want to come up to the arch, and you want this bit to be thinner. See? You should always do something to your eyebrows though. They really are so important to your face, to your makeup. They literally frame your face. Okay. So if you really want to set your eyebrows, so I've just used a pencil. Normally, day to day, I would just use a pencil and that's that. But I'm going to just show you with the eyeshadow, so you can just see how that works as well. So because we've done something pencil, so it's a kohl, so it's almost like a really pressed cream. You then go over powder always sets cream. So now I'm going to choose the dark one. This palette is amazing. I suggest you all buy it. It's the Full Exposure by Smashbox. A lot of you have seen this. Anyone who I've done their makeup will have seen this. I just absolutely love it. It's got the shimmery versions and the matte versions for all the colours. It's just amazing. Such great neutral sort of shades. They look good on everybody. So just with that stiff sort of pointed bit, just go over where you've already drawn. It'll just set it. Or you can just do the eyeshadow and not the pencil. You guys need to just figure out what is best for you. So just practice. That is the key really, is just practicing. There we go, eyebrows done. It makes such a difference to the face. So I'm going to show you a few palettes actually. So this was the Full Exposure one by MAC, which I absolutely love and I'm going to use today. The Urban Decay range, they do the Naked palettes, which are really, really nice. So if I would suggest you just sort of invest in the one that you like the look of the colours the most and you feel would suit your skin tone the best, and then you know, you don't have to buy all of these, just buy one of them and then you can just have a little play around. This is the Smashbox Double Exposure. It's got slightly different colours. It's really, really nice. And then this is this is Naked by Urban Decay. This is a really nice one for golds, browns, that sort of thing. Okay. But I'm going to use the Full Exposure Smashbox one. So you want to take a big fluffy brush, so it could be something like this, or this one. So this is a Real Techniques brush, nice big fluffy one. That's the Smashbox one. I think it, oh no, it doesn't come with that one. And that's a Kabuki one by NARS. All the same thing. I'm going to use the Real Techniques one. And I'm just going to take the lightest shimmery one, because we're going for a shimmery summery look. It's the lightest shimmery one here. And I'm just going to take that up to the eyebrow. Take it slightly down onto there so you haven't got any, you don't want any lines or gaps. It's absolutely tipping it down. Okay, so can you see that? So any of you that have watched my smoky eye video, you will recognise the technique I'm about to do, because it is exactly the same, just with a different colour. And I said to you at the point, I was using really, really dark colours. I was using a really dark smoky brown, but you could do it with any different colour. So I think, obviously I've got quite dark skin, so I'm going to go for these two. I have, when I went to IMATS, any of you that have seen my pictures from IMATS, I actually used this one. So it looked like a really nice sort of smoky gunmetal kind of look on my eyes. It was really pretty, but I'm going to go for browns today. So if you've fairer skin, use this one, and it's so gorgeous. If you've got blue eyes, this is like a coppery gold, and you put it on and it just makes blue eyes just really, really stand out. Any mid browns, taupes, coppers will make blue and green eyes really, really stand out. I've got just really dark, almost black eyes, so I'm just going to use this. There's nothing that's going to really make my eyes pop because I don't have any colour. So I'm just going to take this in the crease. I don't want it to be too dark. So I probably won't put that much on. There we go. So if you saw my other one, you saw I kept going back and adding more and more and more because I wanted it to get really, really dark. I don't today, I just want it to be quite a natural sort of summery summery makeup. Oh, really nice little tip as well is take either this one or this. I'm going to actually take this one. It's like a really light gold shimmery one with your pointed brush. This is Real Techniques limited edition one. Put it right in that bit there. Really opens your eye up. Coming back to the under eye thing with concealer and the light reflectors, anyone who is over the age of about 12, we all just have natural lines where we talk and laugh and, you know, move our faces. So what I do is, while I'm doing my makeup, I just kind of let it sort of settle a bit in the lines, and then after a while, and a few of my brides will remember me asking them to do this, literally just take your finger and just run it from the outside in, and that will just remove any extra makeup that is sitting in those lines, and you won't need to do that then for the rest of the day. Honestly, it's brilliant. And I've used that NARS, I should probably show you that again. The NARS Crystal, translucent crystal, light reflecting setting powder. This one. This is what I use underneath my eyes. It's a miracle product. It literally, it just does not crease at all. It feels just so sheer underneath my eyes, and like I've got nothing on under there. But I've used the airbrush by Clinique, and it's taken away my eye bags, and then that set it, and I don't have to worry about that for the rest of the day. It won't. I know that it won't go shiny. It won't start to move. It's a really good product by NARS. I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, so same one with my Kabuki eyeliner brush. So it's just a fluffy eyeliner brush. I know that Real Techniques do this. Something similar. Just take it up to that line. If you get 10 ton of eyeshadow in your eye, like I just did, always have these handy when you're doing your makeup. Uh-oh, I can hear my daughter. She's just woken up. Eyeshadow. I'm going to show you eyeliner. You can't really do my eyeliner, darling, but you can watch.
And I'll do the little bits, yeah?
Yeah. So, long wear gel eyeliner with an eyeliner brush, or you can use the Smashbox Precision one. That is really great. It's like a pen. Let's see if I can find it actually.
There's a little. It's so rainy tonight.
It is.
We saw.
Hold that for me, darling.
We saw.
Here.
What did you saw? What did you saw? This morning.
Huh? Oh, a grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the Smashbox Limitless Liquid Eyeliner Pen in Jet Black. For those of you that were asking me how to do that eyeliner flick, this is probably the best way to do this. So you follow, you see where the bottom of your eye comes up, your waterline. Start there and literally just follow that line up. So draw your line first. Okay, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Don't jog me, bubs. This is quite hard with a 3-year-old on your lap. I would recommend not having a child on your lap at this point. You get the gist. So if you draw this, so then those are even, And then you can just fill in with your other eyeliner.
Can I have some lipstick on, Mummy?
Yeah, in a minute.
Like what I had yesterday with Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, where's that eyeliner just gone? Okay, so back to this one. So now we've got our line. And if you go wrong at any point, you can just take this. You can go underneath and it will create that perfect line underneath. You just lick it and just go underneath. So now I'm going to take from the line. Literally just going to draw it in.
Yeah,
Did
you're
you see?
going to be beautiful, Mum.
Oh, thanks, darling.
Why do you do all this every day?
Because I enjoy it, darling. It makes me feel good.
Oh, yeah.
So you basically, you've drawn that initial line and then you're drawing sort of a triangle in. You're taking in one stroke from the outside to sort of the top of your eye, and then you just take it quite near to the lashes. I'm actually going to do a smoky eyeliner look for you today, but I just wanted to show you how to get that flick. Now we're not going to be too careful because we want to make it quite smoky. So I'm literally just going to just do it really quickly and not worry about getting a perfect line or anything, because we're going to do a smoky look. Just going to draw this bit.
Mum, can I do my cheeks on it?
Yeah. Really not. Look, you can see how wonky that is. I'm just literally getting it on there. Oh, and I just jogged myself. Okay, so I'm just going to try and make that a bit more uneven, so you can see. Literally just kind of slapping it on a bit. Okay. And then, Bo, darling, don't touch, darling. Thank you. Please don't touch that. So it's all a bit teetering, isn't it? So we want a black. You could use the black in your full exposure palette. I want it really black, so I'm going to use this one from the double exposure palette by Smashbox. You can take a slightly fluffier angle brush. Mine, I've just washed it, so it's wet, so I can't use that. So I'm just going to take the same one that I was just using. And I'm literally just going to go sort of over the top with just little strokes, and you see how it immediately just goes smoky. But we've not been careful at all about that line, because you want it to be smoky, so you're not worrying about getting a perfect straight line. So look at the difference.
What is on that card there?
That's all the people that have asked me questions. Oh. I'm trying to remember everything I've got to say, darling.
Oh.
So over the top, but slightly above as well.
Oops.
You doing your makeup?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with this pointed one. Only because my angled one is drying. I'm just, because it's just a bit fluffier. I just want to go over that a bit.
Is that one wet?
No, I just washed my brushes, darling.
Oh.
They're up at the sink, and the one that I want to use is wet. Okay. Now, just because I like to do this with my eyes, I'm going to put a bit of black in my waterline. Some people love to have it here, some people don't, so you do whatever you want to do. I like it, and myself.
Can I do this one?
What's that, Bubs?
Can I do this one? Can I do this one, Mummy? Mummy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, just a bit of mascara. I really like This is my favourite, L'Oreal Voluminous ×5. It's not waterproof, so just for an everyday mascara, this is amazing. The mascara that I really love to use on my brides is this. It's the L'Oreal Full Slash Architect. It's the waterproof one. It stays on, it's amazing. My brides always moan at me that I can't get it off at their trial, but that's a good thing. I'm a bit of... Yeah, I love L'Oreal mascaras. I don't think that you need to spend an absolute fortune on mascaras at all. There are some, like Dior Show and the YSL Full Slash Effect, they're lovely, but they are really quite expensive. And mascaras you need to be throwing away every 3 months. You can do a little sniff test, you can smell it, and you will know, because it will make you sort of come back a bit, because it will smell vinegary. So 3 to 6 months... it should go in the bin, whether you've used it all or you haven't used it all. I had a bride's mum the other day that told me that she had the same mascara in her bag and she'd had it since the kids were young, so about 13 years. Mum, that's way too long. You should have thrown that away by now. We had a laugh about it.
Mum, can I have this?
Yes, darling. When you're doing your mascara, go in at the root and wiggle your brush and then go up. It just puts more right at the root and it means that your eyelashes, good girl, means your eyelashes stand up a bit more. You're right there, darling. What are you actually doing to your face? Okay, good. Nothing's actually got any makeup on. That's good.
I can't see.
Can't you?
No. Can't see it, Mum.
We're going to have to go to a soft play today, aren't we, darling? Because it's raining so much. Have some lunch in a minute.
Can I have some lipstick now?
In a minute, Bubs.
Can I have this one, Mum?
Yeah, it's not got anything on it.
Or I might have this one to get it all off.
You really should do a lot of coats of mascara. It makes such a difference. Some people only sort of put one little bit on and then wonder why their eyelashes aren't looking very thick and full. It's because you really do need to do a lot.
My shoes are in that pack.
So you can see nice sheeny skin with more subtle smoky eye. What are you doing, darling? Let me see. You look beautiful. Right, you're gonna stand behind me.
Yeah.
Stand like that, because otherwise, just stand so you're against the chair, Bubs, so you don't fall. Well done, darling. Oh, that's better, isn't it? And then you can see what you're doing then.
And you pass me all the stuff on.
Right, okay. Let's just go, actually, let's just do some lips. I'm going to go for a bright pink because we're going to have a summery look. So I'm going to go for a really, really hot pink liner. This one is...
lipstick.
Yeah, hang on. I'd rather you didn't put that pink one on. This is the L'Oreal Lip Liner Couture Pink Fever. I'm just going to line a little bit outside my lips because I've got little lips. And then always draw your liner in. You don't want to see line and then lipstick. It needs to blend. Keep still, Buzz. Is that funny? Be a bit dressed up for Mad Play, aren't I? Maybe we'll go to Blue Water.
But I want to go to Mad Play.
Okay. Can I have that lipstick, please, darling? Thanks.
And then it's
This is Chatterbox by MAC.
Look, now can I have some?
I think that's a bit bright for you. Should we get you a different one?
Yeah.
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 Oh, is that my red? No. Let's put some on you. very pretty. What are you doing? Go. Okay, so a nice summary makeup. I'm just going to quickly run through my list and check that I've not missed anything off. So in part 1 I covered the dark circles. You need to have a light reflecting concealer. I recommend Airbrush by Clinique. That's amazing, but you only use it underneath your eyes. Do not put it on any spots or anywhere else on your face because it will push the light away. So if someone takes a flash picture of you, if you put it on your spots, it will show up wherever your spots are. Eyebrows frame your face. I use a pencil, but I also put a bit of eyeshadow over. Get one of those double-ended brushes with the mascara wand end and then the hard bristle angle brush, and then you can use any eyeshadow. So if you're blonde, that's really great because you can use a really light sort of taupey eyeshadow, same colour as your hair, and just go through and it will just define them slightly. You're right there. You're looking a bit shimmery. Best brushes for foundation and bronzer. We've been through that. Go and get the Real Techniques ones. They're amazing. They're a lot cheaper than the MAC and Bobbi Brown. I mean, don't get me wrong, MAC, Bobbi Brown, NARS, they are incredible brushes. You know, I use them, I love them. But if you want a very, very similar thing, you don't want to pay the money, then go and get the Real Techniques ones and get them in Boots when they've got an offer on. They often do that. Buying new foundation. Nikki Badu, one of my brides. The best way of doing this is you have to go in, you have to put it on your face. You need to get something with the right undertone to start with. That's why I do always recommend MAC, is because they do neutral, they do a yellow base, they do a red base. They do all these undertones to the foundations, and so you can get exactly the right colour for your skin. So they do different okay darling, you can put that on. Oh god, she's gonna be a nightmare now. You can do all kinds, you can get different coverages. You can get different coverages. So you just go into MAC, ask them to foundation match. You don't buy it then and there. Ask them either to put it all over your face or to put it on your cheek, and then you go out into natural daylight, you have a look at it. Don't just look at it as to whether it is exactly the same colour as your face. You need to look at the whole thing. You need to look at, is it the same colour as my shoulders? Does it all look right? Because my face, for example, is a lot lighter than the rest of my body. So if I was to do it that colour, I would look like I had a white face and a brown body. So oh my goodness. I love you. You look a bit like a clown. Is that nice? Do you look pretty? Do you look like mummy now? Bless you. So yeah, just get something that is more like this colour, so your whole colour looks unified. Don't just get something that is the same colour. That's why sometimes the cheaper brands, they have a red base to them all the time, and most people aren't red base, so that's what can give you that orange look, which is not good. Always blend down your neck, blend onto your ears. We've done eyeshadow. Muriel. She wanted to know about her eyeshadow keeps creasing. Now, Wendy Lauren, she won't mind me saying this, for her wedding she'd had a problem with her eyes, and she had her tear ducts weren't working properly, so it meant that her eyelids were wet a lot of the time. So she had to really think about what she could use on her eyes that would make it last all day. And she'd actually found, I said to her, go and find a waterproof eyeshadow that you really like and test it, and she found the Maybelline 24-hour cream gel eyeshadow, and I used it on her wedding day, and it was gorgeous. Did not crease at all, and she was so pleased. So Muriel, if you really do find that your eyeshadow creases no matter what you do, no darling, then I would suggest getting one of these waterproof eyeshadows. You apply it with your fingers and then go over with a brush that has got nothing on it and just blend so you don't get a harsh line. That's definitely a good tip. I've done the eyeliner flick, so the good thing is to follow the line of your lower lash waterline, take it up, do that line and then bring it in. If it ends up a bit wobbly, you can use either a wet wipe. Bo, darling. No, darling. You can use this. Okay, don't get it on your lips though. I've forgotten what I was saying. Yes, either a cotton bud or a wet wipe on your finger, look, like this. So you put your finger like this and you just go in and you can just, I could even do it with that bit there, look. You can just erase little bits because it's the tip of your finger, so you can be very, very specific. Any areas that you need to take, that's a really good tip. We've covered the U Rebel being discontinued and mixing foundations. So you could mix your normal moisturiser, your normal foundation, and then one of these. This is the Cryolan sort of illuminator. They do. I've got 3 different colours. I've used the amber one today. So that if you find that you're slightly darker in the summer and you want to darken your normal foundation, that's a great way of doing it. Putting a bronzy illuminator in, mix it all in, and then you end up with this nice shimmery, dewy look, and also your foundation doesn't look too light then. Have we got anything else? Oh yeah, a great way of testing whether a lipstick is going to look good on you or not is by actually holding it up to your face. I've totally lost all of my lipsticks. Hang on. Ah, here they are. A massive bag of lipsticks. So pick 3. I'm just picking these at random. Put them all out like this. So you can do this in a shot. And then, so like you've done your eyes, you've done your face, grab them like this and just literally hold them up. And you'll know just by looking which one's going to suit your makeup that you're wearing today. So this one would be way too light for me, but either of these would probably work. That one might be a bit dull, so I'd probably, out those 3, I'd probably go for that bottom one. That's a really good little tip. Drawing them on the back of your hand is not good for seeing if it's going to suit you or not. What else have we got? You must set your makeup, so do all the creams first. Liquids, anything cream or liquid first, and then you set your makeup with powder. Always set it. If you don't set it, it will come off. Blot powder by MAC, B-L-O-T, the best product ever. You should have one of those. Most of my brides will have it because I sort of insist that they have it for the wedding day. It doesn't take down your makeup. You can just put a little bit on your T-zones throughout the day. It will keep resetting your makeup, making it look fresh, so you haven't got any shine on your T-zone. You could even put a bit over your cheeks, and it just sets it all through the day, but doesn't make you look like you're adding more and more makeup. Smell test with the mascara. So if it starts to smell a bit vinegary, chuck it in the bin, get a new one. And also 3 to 6 months max. If you've got anything older, any mascaras older than that, then please just throw them away. Tinted moisturiser. Yeah, tinted moisturiser or your foundation first, then conceal afterwards. Oh, lovely. I've done cream blush. Cream blush goes on the apples of your cheeks. Fix Plus spray. I haven't actually put that on, but you could put that on. In fact, I will. I'll do it right now. MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. You can either spray this when you've done all of your liquid and creams before you put your powder on, or you can do a little bit right at the end of your makeup just to make it stay. Never use hairspray on your face. I see a lot of girls doing that. It really upsets me. So you literally just do a little spritz all over. Fix Plus spray. It's amazing. Smells awesome as well. I usually like to just sort of buff it into the skin slightly as well. I've just been using all my brushes. Just another great way of making it all last all day. Okay. Primers. If you're going to use a primer, please exfoliate your skin every day. There's lots of exfoliators you could use. I really like the St. Ives. They do an apricot scrub. That's a really gentle one for a daily use. But if you're not exfoliating your skin, then you put a primer on, it tends to make your foundation really quite flaky. Be ruthless when you're throwing your old makeup away. Regularly go, every sort of 4 or 5 months, go through your makeup kit and just have a little look at anything that's, you know, not going on as well as it used to, or anything that smells a bit funny. Powders are fine usually. But mainly anything to do with the eyes, you need to be throwing it away if it's not going on properly. If your eyeliner is starting to stick and you find it hard to get, just chuck it away and get a new one, because otherwise you could end up giving yourself all kinds of eye infections and things. You don't want that. Mascaras again, just be very, very careful. And if anyone else is using your makeup, actually that brings me on to brushes, you need to be very careful. Obviously I use brushes on everyone, so my brushes are constantly being washed and cleaned in between each client, even if it's just with a baby wipe. It gets, you know, the germs off of it. I like to use Anna Botros has just asked me this actually, what do you use to clean your brushes? I actually use an antibacterial hand gel. I think that's really, really good. So you have the tap running, put a bit of hand gel in your hand, and so the tap's coming down like this. You would run your brush under, but this way, so the water's going down. Don't let the water come straight in, because it will start to undo the glue, and then you'll find that your bristles will come out. Make sure that you're just letting the tap run over your brush like this. Put some hand gel in your hand. Go like this until the water runs clear. If you need to do another couple of squirts of hand wash, and then do that again, let the water run clear, and then just go like this and just squeeze out the water droplets, and then lay it flat on a towel to dry. They do take, I'd say, a good sort of 24 hours usually to dry, so definitely do it overnight. Don't put them on the radiator or anything. I think that's it really. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my videos. I'm sorry these ones have been a bit long, but it's because the babies have been asleep and I wanted to give you lots and lots of tips and try and cover anything. So if there's anything I've missed out or anything that you specifically want me to go over, please tell me and I can do little short snippets of just those bits. Oh, and please share my videos. I would love that. It does look like baby Felix, darling. You know, I know what it's like to be a mum. I'm running my own business. I know that we haven't all got a lot of time, so I'm really hoping that these videos have helped you, given you some tips and some little tricks with things. So if you like the video, then share it and it might help somebody else. Have a look at my website as well, kirstymccall.co.uk. Come and book me for your wedding or for your, you know, just going out makeup, or I do makeup lessons as well. I go abroad for makeup and hair. So yeah, get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Take care.